Hello and welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I'm Jennifer and this is your monthly numerology for November 2024. I love this. I do. I love that the numerology for November and December is always the same monthly numerology as it is in January and February of the next year. The reason why I love that is because we're sort of carrying over a little bit of the energy from the previous year, moving into a new year with a new number, because 2025 is a 9-year. Currently, 2024 is an 8-year. 44 8-year is what I say. There's some people with numerology that don't feel that way. That's fine. To each his own. But this is a 44 8-year, and moving into 2025 is a 9-year. So it is going to be the same, but a little bit different feeling of the vibration with the numbers that you have for November as in January. So, but it's carrying the same energy over so that you can kind of clear the energy, move into something new, while still bringing a little bit of the old with you. You know, making yourself comfortable, I guess I should say. So for November, we've got a few things happening, some interesting things happening astrologically. On November 1st, we start the month off with a new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio hits its peak at 8:47 a.m. on November 1st. So not only is it happening on the first day of the month, but it's also happening first thing in the morning. So I really do love this. And by the way, that is 8:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when it hits its peak. On November 2nd, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. Now, this is not the worst place for Mercury, but it is certainly not its favorite place, because Mercury rules Gemini, which opposes Sagittarius. And so it's feeling a little bit uneasy because it's opposing something that it rules. However, here's the kicker. Jupiter is currently in Gemini. Guess who it rules? Sagittarius. So, and that's the more modern version of astrology. If you're looking at the traditional, it's a different ruler, but this is what we're going with. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Mercury rules Gemini, and they're opposing each other. So this is going to be real entertaining for a minute. That's what I'm going to go with, entertaining. On the 3rd of November, we have Mars moving into Leo. Mars does enjoy being in fire signs. I mean, it rules Aries. So Mars does enjoy being in Leo. It's a good time. On the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. Again, not a horrible place for Venus. Its worst place is in Virgo, and who can blame it? I mean, I have a Virgo sun. I can't blame Venus for that. But definitely, it's not a horrible place for Venus. So again, we're just still dealing with a lot of the planets are moving into places that are not the worst, but maybe not their most favorite. On the 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus. The full moon hits its peak at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also on the same day, Saturn goes direct in Pisces. So that Saturn is currently in, again, not the worst place for Saturn, but certainly not its most favorite. But it's giving us a little bit of a boost on our discipline. Now that Saturn is moving direct, it's giving us just a little bit of a boost in our discipline, because going retrograde in a water sign, it's already feeling a little weird in that water sign. And now it's going retrograde. It's just like, okay, this is good. But going direct, it is going to give us that boost in our discipline that I do feel like we need. On the 19th, Pluto moves back into Aquarius. Now, I haven't looked ahead into 2025 that deeply, but I do not believe that Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn again. I think Pluto is here stationing in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto does not fully leave Aquarius until 2044. So we're in this for the long haul. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Now, on the 21st, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius. All right, Sag season. I mean, I love all those Sagittarius out there just like, oh, celebrate good times. I know, you're in it. On the 25th, we have just a little bit of a curveball, but not a huge one, because we deal with this a few times a year. Mercury goes retrograde. It's okay. We're going to be okay. We are. Just make sure you read the fine print. Make sure you double check everything. It's going to be all right. It's a few weeks out of the year. Like, what is this, the third time or the fourth time we've had Mercury retrograde this year? I know. It's not horrible, and I'm double ruled by Mercury. We can get through this. And it's after the election, so we should be clear. Hopefully. Well, the election here in the U.S., just FYI. And it's really gearing us up for this holiday season. Mercury retrograde, mix up in communication. Please double check with your guests. Please double check with everything that's going on. And please double check like prices and your money situation as we move into the holiday season. More on that in just a second. Now, at the end of the month, we're ending with 3 planets and North Node in fire. We have 3 planets and South Node in air. 2 planets in earth and 2 planets in water. So it's pretty balanced. I mean, we're in a pretty balanced situation, I feel like. More so than we have been like some parts of this year. But I'm really digging this. I feel like this is going to be a fantastic month. Now, I want to tell you about the stone that I have picked for this month. Or maybe it picked me. I don't know. But I want to talk to you about this lovely, lovely crystal stone, however you want to put it, and see what you think. Okay, so the one that I picked is sodalite. Sodalite is such a fantastic stone. I mean, look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. And look at how many different sorts of like, I want to say like variations we have. Okay, we have some darker ones, we have some lighter ones with more of the white veining in it. I have some rough and some polished here, some smooth. This is like one of the prettiest like examples. I love this. Look at the browns and the blacks and the whites and the blues, and it predominantly is a blue stone. But wow, 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 wow. The thing about this bracelet I really want to show you is, do you see like all the variations that are in this bracelet? That is fantastic examples of like all the variations that you can get in sodalite. I know. And this, I can't help it. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? I know you can see the reflections of my lights, but isn't that just a gorgeous piece? And of course, we have like the ones that are, don't roll off. Don't roll off. Stay right there. We have the lighter ones that does have, you can still see the little bit of brown in it, but the lighter ones are still, I mean, so pretty. I even brought out a wand, you know, a wand, a heart, some polished, some of the more like rough stones. I have a lot of these. I really like sodalite. So let me tell you why I like sodalite so much. So one of the things that I really, when I was looking up, and I got several different books here. One book that I pulled from was Crystal Therapy by one woman that we don't speak of a lot. And the other one is Judith Lukomsky. I think I'm saying that right, but Crystal Therapy. It is a fantastic book if you can get your hands on it. The definition that I really love is helps you release control issues, increases psychic awareness, and is wonderful. It is a wonderful third eye stone. Seriously, that is fantastic. And I think that releasing control issues during this time of Mercury going retrograde is going to be really important. It also helps clear electromagnetic stress. So being around like your computers or being on your phone all the time or having to use your GPS, this is a good time to like use some of this stuff. Use sodalite to help clear out some of this stuff. This is great for building self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-trust. It relieves panic attacks, phobias, guilt, mental confusion. I think that is amazing. I really do. This stone helps to stimulate the pineal and pituitary glands, and it harmonizes with the third eye and deepens meditation to understand the circumstances in which you find yourself. Again, we're entering into the holiday season, especially here in the U.S. because we have Thanksgiving before we run into Christmas. It helps to eliminate confusion and intellectual bondage. It releases mental conditioning and rigid beliefs, creating space to put new insights into practice, bringing about emotional balance. I love that. It transforms a defensive or overly sensitive personality and releasing core fears and control mechanisms and integrating the shadow qualities. It's useful for groups. It brings harmony and solidarity of purpose, stimulating trust and companionship and encouraging interdependence. Sodalite clears, again, electromagnetic pollution and can be placed on computers. I think this is such a wonderful thing. I do. I love this. I love this stone. I think it's wonderful. And this is the other book that I use, The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall. Highly recommend this book. I have a couple of copies of this. Can't get away from it. I know. I love it. I do recommend it to everyone. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is I am going to be pulling from 2 decks of cards today. I'm going to be pulling from Moonology, the Oracle cards, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck, so that we can get some advice for your individual monthly numerology. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to November. I'm really looking forward to revisiting this monthly numerology when we move into a 9-year and seeing what the difference is, what the vibration is going to be like, because with this month in particular, we have a lot of planets that are starting to move into into new signs. They're going direct. They're starting to go direct. Mercury's going retrograde. It's a lot of energy, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the numerology looks like for you in January under the different vibration of a 9-year. I know. So excited. All right, stick around. Let's see what your individual numerology is for your life path. And so we can get through the last of this 8-year. Hello, Life Path 22. And here we are, November. November for you is a month of changes. It's a 5-month. This is really, I feel like it's good. It's really good because you've spent all of October really building and forging and solidifying the foundation of what you're looking to build. And now it's like time to embrace the fun. Now it's time to embrace like the changes that you really want to bring. It's time for you to feel the vibration of the 5, to feel that passion, that energy, that dynamic, gregarious energy that's just like bubbling on the surface of the 5. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The thing is, For you in October, again, we were all in our own life path numbers in October, and I think that this is it's a good way for you to unwind. It's a good way for you to just say, okay, I'm ready to try like a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to see which one I'm good at, or if I'm good at everything, I want to see which one suits me better or which way to go in this direction. I really do like this. I think this is a wonderful time for you. The vibration of the 5 is about change. It's about pivotal change. It's about showing how adaptable and how versatile you are, and how you can be adaptable and versatile when you're dealing with like up and down situations, when you're working through situations that are a little bit, I don't want to say volatile because that's not accurate, but they're a little bit like slippery. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, slippery. The mantra of the 5 is, I am energy and creative action, rejuvenating, dynamic, inspiring, and passionate. Again, the vibration of the 5 is all about change. I love it. One of my kids is a life path 5, so I really do enjoy this. I do. The lesson of the 5, however, is to harness your energy like any successful athlete to give you the freedom to move beyond your limitations. And that's a big thing here, because the shadow side of the 5 is difficulty harnessing your energy. So what you're doing is you're trying to rush to the finish line. What's wrong with me? You're trying to rush to the finish line instead of taking your time. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So it is important that you harness. It is important that you harness your energy. I think all of these SH words are messing me up. It's important that you harness your energy so that you can continue, so that you can go the distance. And I think that this is, I don't want to say it's easy for a 22. It can be easy for a 22-4 because you do have some longevity here. You do have like that endurance capability, life path 22. So this can be a very good thing. It can be a lot easier for you to harness energy than maybe some other life path numbers. The thing is here, this is what's going to be crucial, is that one of the other bigger shadow sides of the 5 is unable to move beyond imagined limitations. And with you having procrastination, feeling overwhelmed, giving up easily, and being a real worrywart, feeling like there's too many problems to solve, all of those things in your shadow side definitely can contribute to this like self-imposed limitations. This like, and I do want to say self-imposed because it is imagined limitations that can bring about restless energy. It can cause you to be nervous, and it can really make things a lot more challenging than it needs to be. So when you feel like you're coming up against a wall, if you feel like you're getting stuck, especially in this month of a 5, that is wanting you to change, it's wanting you to embrace that time of change and be versatile and adaptable and accept the pivotal changes as they come. If you feel like you're hitting a wall and that you've got these limitations, stop, step back, and just go, am I putting this out there? Am I the one that's getting overwhelmed, and so I'm building these limitations where they really aren't? Am I the one that's like giving up too easily because I'm worried so much? Am I the one that is going, oh my gosh, there's too many problems to solve, I can't get it all done? Those are all imagined or self-imposed limitations. I know, it's really easy to do, and I'm telling you that because I am a 22-4. I mean, but I think that this is going to be a fantastic time for you, a really wonderful month, because you are practical, but you're also a luminary. You are a healer, but you're also highly, highly intuitive. And you have a lot of guides. And I think that this is a really magical time for you. I do. Just remember, harness your energy and look closely at when you start seeing limitations that you might have. Look closely and see if it's something that you brought in. Because Spirit really doesn't want to limit us all that much. All right. Let's see what advice cards we get for you. Ooh, Cordelia. Okay, can I get, there we go. Cordelia, go outside. You've been indoors for too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Okay, this is so perfect for you because Life Path 22, you are an environmentalist. You're all about working with the environment. You're all about educating people on the importance of relationships and the importance of taking care of the environment. So get outside. Go outside. You've been indoors too long. Get some fresh air. That could bring about a lot of changes. It could. Because it changes your frame of mind. It changes your frame of mind. It changes your perspective when you do that. I like it. And we all get a little bit calmer when we're in nature, don't we? Well, I do. There's this huge tree right outside of my office. And when I'm really, really feeling disconnected, or I'm feeling like I'm not grounded, or I just feel like I've been absorbing too much like negativity, or there's too much negative energy around me, I go outside and I touch that tree. It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty big tree. Ooh, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. I like that. Oh, come on, Canon. Let's get focused. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. We're starting off the month of November in a new moon. I know it's not the new moon in Aries, but it still is a new moon. So I do love it. All right, new moon in Aries. Okay, here we go. See if we can get this in focus again. All right. The flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons, and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign. If there is something you want to happen in your life, take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is the time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for, but the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution, don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goal. You'll create a much better karma for yourself. Don't even think about giving up. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so perfect for you. Don't think about giving up because that's something that you have a tendency to do, Life Path 22. But the other thing is really, this is so phenomenal. Don't go too fast and forget your manners. Take your time. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You don't have to rush to the finish line. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 22. I so appreciate your continued support on my channel. I really appreciate you giving me a lot of grace during my little 4-month sabbatical. I know. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much again for your continued support. And I look forward to us being together in 2025. And of course, we still have December to go here in 2024. But I'm already looking forward into 2025. So, all right, until I see you again, you know what to do. Get out there and make your magic. Bye.